What up, guys? Welcome to hopefully the last major update we have to go over here with this whole Deme situation. Now, this one is going back down to the floor where it's just all petty gossip, let's be honest at this point. So let's go break it on down. This will be a little bit of a shorter one because some of these videos have gone like 40, 50 minutes long, and I'm pretty sure most of you guys have been mostly caught up on the situation. Basically, this Deme girl didn't want to have like kind of crazy art of herself drawn and being made. She was kind of okay with a little lewd. Chibi kind of called her on out for, you know, like retweeting and promoting out art that's kind of out there as well. She went with the low blow and, you know, insulted his kind of like, you know, big traumatic events and like kind of his like divorce / breakup. And then it kind of spiraled out of control. Now this Deme girl just kind of kept on digging and digging and digging. And at the end of the day, she just kind of, I don't know, made herself kind of look pretty bad, you know, not really good apologies, kind of mean girl syndrome. And while some people don't really care about the drama, like some folks are neutral, some people even hate the Chibi guy, and they're like, whatever, you know, you're kind of digging yourself on this hole and making your own self look bad. Like kind of a lack of accountability, kind of stooping to someone's level if they kind of thought it was like below them, and just it kind of seemed like a big old petty gossip drama fest. Now, ever since then, as we've covered up all these videos, and my subscribers here, if you guys are new, drop a sub, put the notifications, or, you know, Twitter and Twitch down below. If you guys want to follow, do whatever. But as you guys probably have seen, like, there's been a lot of back and forth. Like, it seems like it's like 80% of the internet or VTubing sphere is kind of just done with the mean girl syndrome, done with, like, just the petty stuff. I don't know, just a lot of people are, at this point, I think, kind of look at this whole Deme girl completely differently because she was supposed to be on, like, Japan trip, on vacation, and then she's, like, on Twitter, on Discord. There was, like, a lot of her past also brought up, too, on her DMCAing potentially people she just does not agree with. You know, just a lot of just various things that people are like, ooh, like this is your real colors, ooh, you know, ooh, kind of like just a little bit of wrong with everyone, if you will. Now, obviously, also people are calling out Chibi reviews for kind of being like, hey, you kind of threw the first punch, and they don't like his takes, whatever it might be. But online, that's kind of been the big drama the last few days. Now, I do kind of think this will probably be one of the last big updates for it, unless something else kind of goes crazy, because this girl, this Deme girl made a tweet, made a comment, you know, she said kind of sorry, and a lot of people yesterday, we talked about this yesterday, weren't really too happy with it, you know, they're like, okay, bud, you know, okay. We don't know if we really like this type of vibe too as well. There's a lot of various takes on it. So you're basically being like, hey, why should I ever be like rude to you? This guy is horrible. And she's like thinking about it. Do I really want to go as low as him? The answer was no. I said what I said because I think there's no scenario that a friend group chooses the side of a fiance that cheats. Just all this type of stuff, you know? And even I was like, hey, bro, just go to Japan, get some Wagyu and get drunk. You know, have fun and do whatever. But anyway, like, so she kind of said some stuff, and then a lot of people like, ooh, dude, if you really want to be sorry, like, you don't really want to be seen like he's a piece of in the background, kind of still thought he was wrong at the same time. Just a lot of, like, you know, just weird stuff. If she actually genuinely cared. Now, some people didn't care. Like, I'm more of a third party. I can't even touch on this in my videos. Like, I'm just kind of here for the gossip. Like, I'm not really here for you guys to kind of, I guess, gotta be like, oh, this is what Scrubbing's take is. Well, I agree or disagree. I kind of want you guys to always make your own thoughts. I kind of thought this Deme girl overall made a bunch and just kept on like double downing, quadruple downing, 8x downing, 10x downing. And then people are just like, dude, if you're going to say sorry, just say sorry. If you think you hate Chibi, just be honest. Like, I truly think people would actually probably respect her more if she was just like, hey, dude, like, I hate you. Like, Chibi reviews, I think you're an absolute degenerate. I hate you. Like, if she said that, dude, they probably would have got like 50,000 likes and people would have called her base, dude. It probably would have been better for her. But she was kind of like teeter-tottering anyway. So obviously people were not happy with it, calling her out. Like, just a lot of people being like, dude, what is wrong with you, etc. You know, like, just people even, like, just everywhere, dude. Like, you guys can see some of the comments. Just, there's all, it's just rough. Like, people are literally just, were not happy with her. Now, this turned into an even more intriguing one. Now, I'm one of those big proponents, if you guys watch my channel over here, I'm not really a big fan of judging people on their looks, their weights, whatever it might be. We're going to do that a little bit, not my own self, just like from like the people in the overall, like, I guess, system, if you will. Because that's now, I guess, the last final draw, where some people are calling out Chibi reviews for being like 5'4" or 5'3", kind of saying that this Deme girl completely mogs him. Some people are also saying this Deme girl was using some of these comments to kind of like sympathy bait, and people were still calling her on out. And I do think there's a lot of like lingering back and forth when it comes to this drama. I'm still seeing a lot of people on Twitter kind of picking their sides. We're seeing a few more people kind of defending Deme at this point as well, but it still kind of seems like most people just think that she kind of messed up, was throwing and slinging shit, you know, all around at other people, and just, it didn't look good. Didn't look good on her. People, like, a lot of people unfollowed her. We can actually maybe look at her stats really quick one more time over here. Like, just a lot of people just like, dude, like, what are you doing? Like, enjoy your vacation. Like, She also, after she said these apologies, she went into her, Discord, and she was like, hey, I'm kind of just doing this to move on. I mean, like, I get it, but I kind of don't, because it wasn't then a really proper apology. I think you guys could probably know what I mean. It wasn't really the best. So nonetheless, it is crazy too, because she's also already just gaining new subs. This is probably a lot from shorts though as well. Like, a lot of shorts, obviously getting the algorithm pumping you up. But it kind of seems like she did a pretty big drop down. Lost like 4,000 subs. She had a little bit of a bounce back afterwards. So she still had a negative loss, but I mean, if you're farming shorts and long forms, etc., you're probably making some good views. And although also it had just a little bit of a crazy viewership drop off too as well. Maybe just from YouTube too. I mean, you can't really judge off of 1 or 2 days, especially on Social Blade. It's not the biggest deal. You can kind of see some of the numbers a little bit lower compared to like the 500K average before. But also maybe just because like maybe videos, maybe a few days off. I don't know, just at the end of the day. But she did get to take a little bit of a hit, I gotta be honest. She did take a little baby bit of a hit up on YouTube. Nothing you can't bounce back from, but she did take a little bit of a hit over here. And then kind of the same thing, funny enough, over here on Twitch. It kind of seemed like she took a pretty big hit from viewers. And then for some reason, she got a lot of new followers. So it almost kind of seems like the Pragarilla, is that the right word? Kind of bounced around a little bit, lost some folks. Some people didn't really like the vibe. Some people saw that booty and they're like, Ayo, what's good, girl? What's up? What's up? What's up? It's gonna be a little bit like a lackluster. I mean, if we're showing these videos being like, oh my God, all these people are unfollowing her, we still have to be like, well, looks like this attention also kind of got her a little bit of a positive bump back too as well. No joke intended. Because we're seeing some people out here online even dropping the broskies. OnlyFans, Deme just gave us material for a whole week. Are they the baddest in the game right now? If you say no, name who is. Like, imagine you open up Twitter and you go, and this is the tweet you go and see over here from 2023 of people talking about Deme. Bought a dress, but I don't know if I'll ever use it. Just little pictures of her or whatever. She tweeted out. I don't think it matters if people show it. And then some people are like, she's fat, using a body shaper. Even better. you know what I mean? Like, are you Jamaican by any chance? In referencing to the Asmongold joke. Nah, I'm Haitian, pretty close as well. Like, on top of that, dude. Joking about fat buds equals cooning. What words mean things you know? Isn't it gooning? I'm not sure if that's a separate word or something wrong there. I always thought it was gooning. But nonetheless, dude, people are like, ayo, 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 ayo. This is some like good stuff. People are like, oh hell yeah. People actually are kind of supporting her, to be fully honest. Deme Moggs Chibi any day. She's beautiful. WTF forbid a fake woman. A lot of people out here on top of this. Also other people obviously as well, because she's also been blocking people. We covered this in the prior video. Also even blocked up some of the artists that were kind of making meme art about it. And then people trying to go and also drop into the trend too as well. But if you kind of go through this whole general trend out here, people are still, it's like a weird 50-50. This almost kind of seems like it's like the lingering VTuber gossip. And you can kind of make your own thoughts on it, dude. I do kind of think the Deme girl went like, it was just stupid, petty drama. I don't know. It was like 80% just her own doing. Like, you sometimes just gotta own stuff, accept stuff, or as well just be like, hey, like I said my piece, I'm just gonna go enjoy my vacation. But it's always like the double down, quadrupling down, kind of like the weird passive aggressiveness, if you will. And people who are just only strictly focused on that one are like, yeah, I don't think that Deme girl really did that good. Like, it's kind of a little rough. There's other statements too as well, like where people were kind of leaking out the Discord, and she's like, yeah, I can generally think someone else is a piece of while I realize I'm also in the wrong for something too. I did this apology not only for me, but for my community to move on to as well. It was never for them as the Chibi person. And some people are like, yeah, dude, Chibi sucked. I mean, I'm just giving you guys the deets of what I've seen. I don't know. At the end of the day, I think it's like, I feel like sometimes for like a week-long drama, was it really worth it for either one of them? You know what I mean? More so for the Deme, it's like you had to do all these posts and like you were untagging people and blocking people and everything on your vacation. Like, just enjoy your vacation. Like, what's wrong with that, dude? Just go outside, go and vibe, like just have a good time. This is why I usually don't really like getting too much into like drama myself. I love looking at gossip. I love having some popcorn and talking with all of you guys. Like, at the end of the day, I always feel like I have to keep on clarifying this for people. I mean, I'm just like a gossip channel, bro. Like, sometimes we'll maybe do a little proper research, and sometimes I'll get my own opinions as well. But most of the time, I just want to kind of go give you guys like the crazy stuff that's ongoing, because I was laughing at these videos. Like when the Deme girl was doing, again, like kind of, potentially getting railed on stream. I was laughing, dude. I saw like news companies bringing this on up. I'm seeing TikToks. I thought the situation itself was just so how it happened, how big it got, millions by millions of views. I thought situationally that was so funny. Now, some people did take it a little too far. I didn't like that there was a lot of fake screenshots that are being shared on both ends. Like Chibi had fake screenshots, lame. Demi girl had like fake screenshots, like lame. Like it's not cool. I don't like that. So I don't know. I mean, I just at the end of the day, hopefully people keep on getting my vibe. I'm more here for the tea, the gossip. And yeah, I might throw a hot take, but I always want you guys to always think on your own. I say this all the time, but I feel like as I get new people over and over and over again, people are like, wait, what? Wait, what? Anyone who's been here for a little bit kind of knows the vibe. Like we're kind of like, I want free thinkers. I want people who can disagree with me respectfully, or maybe you guys have a different take. And that's why I like to show you guys a little bit of every side, you know? So I'm kind of being like, here's some stuff on Chibi, here's some stuff on Demi. I think people keep on getting it, but I keep like on the occasion I'll get the random comment. I'm like, dude, like we're just like, I feel like it's bad reporting if I don't go and at least show, like I could probably make a really biased video to make this girl look horrible. And I do not agree with how she handled it all. Like I could say that right now. I think she like kind of took no accountability. And when she did eventually, it just was weird. But at that point, it was like the Streisand effect where like everyone was like, bro, why is this like the 10th time? It just didn't seem like it kind of worked out well. It didn't flow well, if you will. Now, do I care? No. Would I still watch this girl? Probably. Do I hate Chibi? No. Like, I don't really know these people. So at the end of the day, it's at their parties, whatever. But some people are also saying like, hey, like Chibi, generally my bad for making you remember something that was traumatizing you. I had no idea when I made that first message. Some people are saying it wasn't good enough. Some people are saying that's the best you're going to get. And then some people obviously were so upset about how the apology was kind of out there. I don't really care that much about the apology per se. But at the same time, people have now kind of gone on top of this. And now we've now seen many people. Actually, let's go and show her response if you guys have missed this. Basically, like there was a lot of memes on top of this saying, hey, nice apology. Am I so out of touch? No, it's the internet. That's wrong. And like people making memes being like Demi dodging accountability like this, you know, there. People making comments on her. How e-girls be looking at the worst possible dialogue options, completely certain it won't backfire at all. Any of them, some people are saying the internet doesn't give a F about this. The chuds will find another woke game trailer, some other culture war BS to move on. It's already old. Like, was this technically a culture war thing? I'm curious. I usually don't mind too much on like the whole culture war stuff. Like I think I'm pretty like I think I'm pretty middle ground on most stuff. Like I care on the fact that I don't want like something stupid. Like I don't know, like sporty anime tomboy arch. Is this a tomboy? I don't know. Anyway, so like when it comes to all this stuff online, like I can care to an extent, but I'm mostly here just to kind of laugh at like whatever weird stuff happens in the VTubing sphere, you know. But it's also crazy because people are also calling out Chibi. It's even worse knowing he's 5'4" and ugly. Now, if people were insulting Demi, you guys can kind of see online are kind of doing the double bounce back. I don't like that people are getting insulted either way, Chibi or Demi. I don't like it. Because you could usually kind of like once again judge their behavior, judge what they do. But of course, that's the internet. They're gonna be throwing down some lines, you know. Also, some of these lines are crazy, dude. You know, it's just nuts. Like just some of the quotes we saw there too. Now people are being like, you gotta respect us short kings, all the short kings out there, dude. I respect y'all. I am 6'3" myself, but whatever. At the end of the day, I think confidence, you can, dude. Bro, I don't know. If you're 5'2", you can still have a good life. You can see people once again dropping the chill, bro. I'm 5'2". Can you just focus on him being ugly, please? As well. So obviously, some people are calling out Chibi still on top of this. He's only 5'4". Like people are making weird comments like this. I can take advantage of him. Like that's. Like, you guys can kind of see how it kind of ramps up to, like, a weird extreme on every end pretty quick. Like, you have other dudes out here, Haitians, being like, this is my type. Like, let me go up on that watermelon, baby. You know? And then you have some people being like, hey, this guy, like, my, like, 8th grader son is taller than Chibi reviews. Like, there's kind of, like, nothing that really resolves from it all. It's just this kind of, like, petty back and forth, which is kind of why happened the entire situation, which is all nonstop petty back and forth. Or is also people calling out, like, you know, Chibi too as well, for once again kind of being the guy who's like, you start all these old things. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that everyone goes and supports Demi, because a lot of people are actually like getting blocked by her still. Saying like, yo, what did I do? Because they went and made this art over here. Apparently Demi has blocked them, an artist. I still have not been blocked by any of the party. Shout out to all of them, thank God. I do try to be a little bit middle ground, although it sometimes gets me in the heat. But, like, I don't know. I always feel like I want everyone to see every side. But now you're seeing that there's an artist over here. And I thought this was, once again, funny. Like, if I was this Demi girl, I would be laughing. Now, some people are saying this was in comparison to I forgot her name. It was that weird girl. It was that famous YouTube girl or whatever. I forgot who it was. It was the ukulele girl. Ukulele apology girl. Can I just Google that really quick? Just whip that on up. maybe Colleen something. Ukulele apology. The fact that if I just type in ukulele apology, it still shows up. Let's go, dude. If you guys have missed this girl over here, dude, like just did a whole an apology video trying to do it in song, and it was pretty bad. She was like talking to kids, dude. It was like rough.
What I want to say, so
like
here I am, and today I only want to talk about the facts. So I hope that you'll be willing to listen.
This is possibly the world's worst apology. I do agree. Why on earth does this woman get accused of very serious things and whip out the ukulele? If you guys have never seen this, like, dude.
Here we go. Many years ago, I used to message my fans, but not
You know it's bad when that's the first line already, dude. Like, you
in
know.
a creepy way, like a lot of you are trying to suggest. It was more of a loser
She's just literally monotone with the ukulele, like, doing, like, 2 different chords.
kind of way, where I was just trying to be besties with everybody. It's kind of like when you go to like a family gathering, you know, and there's a weird aunt there who keeps coming up to you and going like, "Hey girl, what's the tea?" And you're like, ugh. That was me.
So anyway, as you guys can see, this is possibly the world's worst, like, accountability we've ever seen. So they kind of made the meme on this, like this artist made this art on Deme. Once again, I'm not involved in this situation. I think this is hilarious, dude. This entire situation has been so overblown, so petty, so stupid. So I'm over here, I'm like, dude, people are going hardcore. People are like harassing people nonstop. And I don't mind. If you guys go on Twitter, have your opinions, even my YouTube videos, as long as you're respectful, you do whatever you want, dude. I don't care. Like I said, I'm here for the gossip. I'm here for the tea. And at some point, people will get that. Like, you could have fun with this stuff, you know? Not everything in the world's so serious, dude. This is like 2 people fighting over Twitter. It's funny. And like artists are making like meme art of this random VTuber girl with the ukulele. I think this is funny, dude. I'm not this Deme girl though, but if I saw this, if I was in drama, dude, and I knew the drama was stupid, and I'm over in Japan, and I'm already a millionaire, dude, like if I'm making good money, my life is cream of the crop. I got people who like me, like Deme or whatever, you know, I got a good fan base, like I'm making good money, dude. I'm literally in Japan. I would be opening my phone and I would see this picture and I would be laughing and I'd be showing it to everyone around me, like, bro, like, boys, look at this. Now, it depends on the drama that I'm in, but I've also never done anything I think hopefully that detrimental in my life. I'm not a perfect guy out there for sure. But like, dude, this is funny, man. But they got blocked, dude. They got blocked. And they're even saying, they're like, what did I do? Like, I thought this was really funny. Now, some people were upset. Like, let me get the full picture. I personally, this is hilarious. But they're like, hey, you compared her to, like, this child predator, the Colleen person we just showed you guys with the weird ukulele apology as well. And then people also making comments, like, at this point, she's probably spending more time on Twitter and Discord than actually enjoying her trip. And you drew art for her, and you got blocked. It doesn't even look bad. She's playing a guitar. Well, ukulele, but, you know, same thing. And then, like, she got to you too, huh? Does no one get what the drawing is referencing to? I thought so. I thought it was funny, dude. I thought it was so funny. People even begging Deme for a block now. You drew her wearing a lot of clothes. That's why she got angry. This is crazy. I think this situation is going to follow this girl for a while, dude. Like, I think this will be one of those stupid tweets, like, in, like, 6 months from now, people are still going to bring this up. Or it's always, like, whenever the next drama happens. Like, the next drama, whether it's a month, 2 months, 5 months, a year from now, people will always remember this. Same with, like, Bao. Same with, like, I don't know, other Miskiff. I'm trying to think of other examples, but I'm sure you guys understand. Like, sometimes, look at even Chibi. Like, his reputation will be following him forever. People be like, yeah, she's doom scrolling her art tag and blocking people. Probably. And like, everyone's like, why is she on Twitter all days on this trip? Get off of Twitter, go and chill, go and vibe. I thought this was funny. You know, I genuinely thought this was funny too. I also think her apology was half-assed and stupid, and she admitted it was fake as hell. She did, but like, you know, at least she did something, I guess. I don't know. So don't be shocked you drew art of making fun of her and she responds by blocking you. Like, be honest with yourself. Like, I think it's funny. Now, I'm also a big proponent. If someone wants to block you, it's their prerogative. They do what they gotta. But it is kind of true when you're mass blocking everyone, especially on your trip, and you're saying it doesn't matter or whatever. It does kind of also make it seem like you're just doom scrolling. We were seeing her literally untagging people on those tweets instantly within like a few moments and blocking people instantly. So that's definitely the work of someone that's probably on their account 24/7, making sure like you're not getting blocked or anything else out there, which is why I'm surprised I'm not blocked. But I really have been trying to be a little bit of like both sides. You know, although I do think more and more people are very vocal on her. This is like her first, she's been in a few passing dramas, but you know, whatever. So anyway, there's been this kind of, I guess, like the last bit of the drama with it. Then I have never, this is kind of her response at the next day. Now, I always want to remind people, I'm not sure if I always fully agree on it, because I'm not really the biggest fan of attacking people on their looks. I have never had this much, although this video is all just talking about, but you know what I mean, I gave the preface, the warning. I have never had this much compliments with how much I look before. I've always been insecure about being a bigger girl and struggle to lose weight because of my EDS and PMOS. Maybe I'll send an update photo of my progress, since a lot of people are liking the old tweets and talking about it. We have seen people defending Deme, obviously, when it comes to the situation, just more on the look-wise, or some of the Haitians out there saying that she is a, I don't know, I don't even have a good word. What do people say? I don't know. Nonetheless, as you guys even saw, there's some people like, hey, girl, what up? Let me slide on up. Even Asmongold himself being like, that's my ideal body type, girl, what up? And obviously, people were still unhappy with this, saying the reality is you're fishing for compliments to do any type of damage control over the last few days. Basically being like, hey, you had all this drama and all this stuff, and now they're trying to get the girlies on your side or whatever it might be. So people online, whether you guys agree or disagree, I'm just showing you guys what's on the screen. People are not happy. Holy now she's fishing for compliments. BPD is running rampant. Not even on a few days ago, you were flexing a Rolex, calling your haters incels on Discord, engagement banning, and self-admitting that you aren't a good person. Some people are saying, I think you're beautiful. I seriously do. I think you look good. And I'm glad you're losing weight. Doesn't matter, though, when you have shown yourself to be a downright horrible human being. It sucks. Glad you have a lot of people supporting your side, but I'm not one of them. Love Alvern just ignores her bringing someone else down. That's fine, though. Surround yourself in an echo chamber of compliments to ignore what you did. The brainworms have definitely eaten away any sense of accountability. Bravo. Like, you're just seeing all these comments, man. A lot of people you guys are seeing. Was unable to control how much you eat, like you being a, it's only your fault. Oh, God. Fishing for compliments, beyond pathetic. I've never had this many compliments. Yeah, so that usually happens when you take cover in your echo chamber Discord full of yes men. Yes, please, I want more. And then here's a cat eating fried chicken on the beach with a donut. I will be honest. Some fried chicken does sound good. I would love to also have a donut, but I'm a little bit of a chubsky myself. Like, I'm not extremely overweight. I'm a big, like, I don't know, like I'm a bigger guy myself. Like I've said, I'm like a 6'3" dude. If you look, I don't know, I feel like I never like stand up. Like some people like, I don't know, like will watch me on Twitch, sure. Like this is like me. Well, I have to like, I don't know. Like I don't know. Like I got the hoodies, I got like my phone in my pocket and stuff, dude. I don't know. I don't usually stand up, I think, in my YouTube videos, so it's kind of a weird vibe. On Twitch, yeah, I'll stand up all the time, whatever. Like, there's been times where I'm, like, doing, like Beat Saber, like, DDR. Like, I don't care, whatever. But yeah, boy ain't the most, like, you know, lean and proper out there. You know, I've always been a slightly bigger, taller guy myself, but, you know, at the end of the day, man, you also have the people over here dropping the I Heart Chubby Women, dude, with the Homelander memes out there. Oh, my God, they got Thick Eve and everything out here made. Why is Midoriya's mom on here, bro? Why is Mrs. Puff on here, dude? Like, what is going on? Like, I'm telling you guys, like, this is why this whole situation's funny. Yeah, it sucks that people are like, wow, Chibi's a manlet, or like Deme's a little, you know, little on the chonkier side. But like, dude, I've seen people dropping Homelander memes with Mrs. Puff. Like, this is funny, dude. We're seeing the ukulele stuff. I find this stuff so funny. Like, if I was ever in drama and people were making memes like this for me, dude, I would be happy. Like, I would be laughing, bro. I would be like, I wouldn't even be doom scrolling, dude. I'd be giggling. I'd be on stream laughing at this stuff. If it's funny. I mean, I never want to be in, hopefully, big drama, but still. You know? Like, who is the picture? This is from literally no one's interacted with this. This is just Twitter feed in a nutshell. Who has the picture of the MF with the I love BBW back tattoo? Okay. Anyone who doesn't find her attractive has to be gay. She's a fine, thick Asian. Who doesn't love a fine, thick Asian gay people? That's who. Do of you, not them. Take it from a fat kid. If looks are the only thing they can make fun of you for, you can fix that, but they can't fix being a... Like, people are still supporting her. And, like, but a lot of people are being like, bro, you definitely took way too much. Like, it took too long. Bad accountability, petty stuff all around, dude. It was nuts, dude. It was nuts. I think this is probably the end of the drama. I think this will get probably brought up again in the future because I'm still seeing people right now on Twitter making the videos and discussing it all and like breaking it down. I'm seeing people insulting Chibi, insulting Deme, like a little bit of everything. A little bit of everything. And obviously some people weren't really happy with this because it's like, I don't know. It's almost like, hey, people are being nice to me when everyone else is being mean to me. The second after you kind of get in a drama where a lot of people kind of thought you were in the wrong. Now, I do, and I did even say in these videos, these are kind of the hot takes, but I feel like as trying to be somewhat middle ground. Yeah, so there's people who are making like fake allegations on the Deme girl. There's some edited comments I saw. And of course, as well, like to both Chibi and Deme, I don't really like when people insult people's, looks, what they look like, especially in the VTubing sphere, because this, some people kind of like try to keep it a little bit more low key. But I mean, I can't stop y'all. If you're on Twitter, you don't even watch my videos, do whatever. I don't care. As long as you guys are respectful here, that's all that matters to me. So yeah, dude, she was blocking a bunch of people. A lot of people kind of look a lot differently on the Deme girl. Chibi's just still being Chibi. And it's kind of crazy because even other content creators like Tectone are getting randomly blocked. But once again, I'm like the proponent of like, if you want to just block people, go for it, dude. Like whatever. At the end of the day, like you don't have to owe someone your time. But it does look bad if like you've blocked like hundreds of people all at once, just like almost doing like a pew 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 pew. But I guess if you also want really like the end goals are just to like get off of this, stop bringing stuff on up, and just enjoy your vacation, that probably is a good way to do it. I mean, I can't really judge, you know what I mean?
Yep. Expected that, not gonna lie. Yeah, that's a shame. I used to actually really like Deme. That's a shame. That bitch.
A lot of people are definitely like seeing her just in a different light, and a lot of people did go and say, even her own fans said that they just didn't like it. Her blocking people, blocking artists, or blocking, kind of like the hypocrisy as well. I think I got her entire take that she just didn't want like the super hardcore, like the hub type stuff on her content, or as well, same with the DMCA stuff that was going pretty viral. It's that she just didn't want people doing fake clips of her, but just the way she like says it, the ego with it, like it's just not really being professional, It's just, if she just says it how it was or stood by her words, it's like the weird that like some of these comments are kind of so gray grounded. And that is exactly what happened too with the initial post. Like people got it, but they didn't really get it, or people missed it, or they kind of see the drama. They're like, wait, what's going on with this?
Flipped on me so fast, it's ridiculous. They flipped on, dude, her.
And this is something I do actually notice is that I can agree on people. I actually don't really have this issue too many times because I'm pretty agreeable, or at least like, I'm like, hey, bygones be bygones, it's, whatever. But there is a lot of times where sometimes you go and say like one take or one comment. It'll probably happen to me at some point. Honestly, it's going to suck. I'll have like a VTuber or whatever, like we'll be mutuals or I'll know them. And then I'm sure at some point, either I say a video or have a take and they disagree with, they'll just unfollow. And I'll be like, okay, like what a fake friendship. That's why I like having real life friends. Like if you're a content creator, get real life friends who aren't going to judge you. Like I have friends who don't even make content and they're great people. Like I talk to them about video games and like life, girls, I don't know, whatever it is. It's a good life. And you don't have to worry too much about your online life, because guess what? If I get like yelled at online, who cares? I have a good life. I have good friends. Like I'll just go to a beach. Like I always say, is whatever. But anyway, Tectone over here is like, dude, like I got
group flipped on me so fast. It was fucking nuts. Like no DM, no double checking my side, nothing. So many motherfuckers flipped. Frame one, before there was even anything to look at. Frame one, flip immediately. No text, no call, no DM, no nothing. Pathetic. Actually pathetic ass behavior. But it's okay. Because when you get rid of the garbage, it really makes the path forward a lot easier to get.
And this is just Tectone. Now, some people may hate Tectone as well, but I mean, he has also been involved in the whole VTubing sphere, if you will. And then also people are like saying, what can you expect from the narcissist who has to live in an echo chamber defended by insane weirdos who call everyone who criticize her? And then also people calling on Tectone, he is around every VTuber's DMs. Deme has BPB and acts worse than other VTubers, so fake and disgusting, on top of that. So it's just all over the place. We're seeing drama, we're seeing call-outs, we're seeing people that are just judging everyone, or people being like, am I so out of touch? Definitely the internet, dodging accountability. And it just kind of seems like this entire situation just leads towards so many people. Here's the DMCA thing, if I did not show this before from Sparky. Be like, I will be DMCing content on all platforms that frames and that, to me, that forms engagement using, inappropriate stuff, TOS-related stuff. Like, to me, this makes sense. But once again, just the fact that, like, she's, like, doing this all, and this was actually, if you guys can see this all, like, I get it. But just everything she did was just the wrong way. It was, like, a little ego-y. If she, like, just said it better, said it more sternly, and, like, you didn't go for the pod shots, I don't think this ever would have happened. This was, like, a week of drama of stupid stuff. Like, if she truly just said, like, hey, I do not like the super explicit art, be a little lewdy, like, but just, I don't want to see, like, I'm not comfortable seeing, like, that level 18 plus, like, quadruple X. I think people will be like, all right, that's fine. Like, I even got that. I was like, that's fine. But when you do everything else and like you attack people for making the comments or asking questions on it all, it really set people off the wrong way. So for more context for this is just saying, unless the videos are being taken down, these are all going to be DMCA period. I see the Deme Reels and Deme Fanshime. Unless the videos are being taken down, they're all going to be DMCA period. I see Deme Reacts and Deme Fashionel, and this is in the Discord now. I don't care. Especially you Deme Reels that remind you, like, this person's like, she was sending like people emails, dude, and trying to get them out. Like, if she at least like reached out first and try to sort through people, like, I get it. She just doesn't seem like she's doing this right. Like, you know what I mean? You have no permission to use here to my content. I'm going to sue the living out of you if you don't delete that channel. I'm sick and tired of my image being by your monetary gain. Go yourselves. By the way, since I know all y'all do this on my permissions and requires people to use my content, if you have any other channels, say bye-bye to them too, because all my videos will be DMCA'd soon. You better hurry up, because once the company contacts me, I will not hold back. Like, I get it. She's like, just doesn't want like fake stuff on her account. But once again, you guys can see it's like some weird... It's just like a little, it's just weird. I mean, I'd probably say some crazy stuff on some people too if they're making stuff up about me. But like, as you guys can see, it's just like, it just seems like high school drama. Like, just if you have all these issues with these people sending emails, just literally DMCA them. Like if they were doing stuff wrong. Now, someone like me or other commentator people, like, there's nothing wrong. This is all fair use. Like, this is fine to show this all. But like if you're just doing clips and like there's minimal editing, etc., like, yeah, you might have like an actual case, like look at actual like DMCA copyright law. But some people are seeing this stuff as like just a little too far, a little bit too ego-y, a little bit too like threatening-y, if you will. So, like, this kind of just once again shows this woman, you know, I mean, this is like someone who needs like a manager, like a PR person. And this is also an intriguing one too, because to kind of wind this on down, there's even Deme saying, I was reading, and this is a response to Sinder. It's over here from, you know, Ocho, saying, unironically, Deme can thank Shy Lily for why people are being as harsh. And I would actually agree. People are done with all the gaslighting BS. Yeah, the problem is Deme doesn't realize that most VTuber fans are no longer as merciful as they used to be pre-2025. I would actually agree. I kind of joined in like a little bit before then, maybe like 2023 would be my era. And that's like when I met like a bunch of VTubers on Twitch and interact with them all and like became friends with a lot of VTubers. I'm friends with a lot of VTubers and streamers on the platform. Mutuals, or I've watched their streams or whatever. I don't really watch Twitch as much. Just at the end of the day, I really don't have like a favorite streamer anymore. I kind of miss it. I don't have like a #1 streamer community I really like. I've just been around for a long time, so I've always floated around. Like, I've had my eras too, but like for right now, I don't have like a favorite VTuber. It kind of makes me sad. I have friends that I'll watch, yes, but I don't have like any streamer really watch as like a VTuber fan, if you will. Like, I'm not really a fan of streamers. I'm a streamer myself. I don't really have that much spare time. I'm making videos. I have a normal real life thing going on, Twitch streaming, friends, you know, talking to girls, talking to family, whatever. Like yesterday, I was spending all the entire day babysitting my family nieces, like my baby nieces, and like just, you know, spend time with my family. So I do kind of agree the Shy Lily thing really did spark this all. Because ever since like they realized this petty drama is stupid and these Google Docies every other day, people don't like this anymore. I don't like it. I think it's dumb. I don't really care about people's petty drama, which, I mean, we just made like 7 videos on this, but still, you know what I mean? Like, in terms of like me personally, this is all just fun video gossip for me. Like, I think there is a little bit of wrong on the Deme girl. I mean, quite a bit of wrong on the Deme girl. And also Chibi did some weird stuff. I mean, there's drama. It's entertaining to watch. Like, let's just be honest. But some people do take things a little bit too far. And they're like, oh my God, I need you to like score in this Deme girl. Yeah, I think the Deme girl did some stuff wrong, but whatever, you know, at the end of the day. Like, yeah, it makes me definitely think about her differently. But it's not like, I've seen worse. I've seen way worse, especially in the VTubing sphere. But yeah, dude, I do think like the world is getting sick of the mean girls, sick of the fakeness. You have to like actually kind of have some merit to yourself, or have like some backing with your words. Because you can even see like all this hypocritical stuff. Like, people are kind of being like, hey, you're just a little bit of a hypocrite. Maybe virtue signal, depending on how it is. I think this is probably more of a virtue signal, if anything. I was reading and noticed that the scroll wasn't moving at all when I saw how long this was. This is for Cinder's Google Docie, the 1,000-page doc. Holy mother effer, I was truly hoping you'd change, but this Google Docie is literally the same as before. Which, don't forget, this was also after Bao, Shy Lily, Nanolist, all these people made Google Docs all at once. And like, there was like so many different allegations you had to respond to. And obviously, like, people are going to call you out regardless. So people are even saying like, this Deme girl, dude, like, why are you even involved in this? You're, again, trying to redirect blame instead of trying to understand why people were upset. I don't think anyone wanted to see your downfall. I mean, Bao and Shy Lily and all those girls kind of seem like they did. You were looked up to so many, even your friends, but still you just want to paint yourself as innocent and others evil. They all did something wrong. Anyone who actually, I read all the docs. Like, that was kind of my introduction to this YouTube account, because I was like, this is crazy stuff. Like, they all did something wrong. And there's a lot of inconsistencies and lies from like Bao and Sha Lily and other people in there. Nanolis especially. It would have been so much better to just come back to streaming, since that's your takeaway from this document, and address it than this. I was hoping for your comeback. I truly believe people can change now. I just can't care. I'm truly disappointed. So then people were also just sad about this, being like, hey, dude, like you kind of really weren't supporting other people. You were kind of being this mean girl, like, brigade. It wasn't a good vibe. And now you're kind of sitting over here being like, well, you kind of did everything else everyone else did. Like, you even made other statements and comments, like, that we covered in prior videos. Quotes from her in the past, like, just a lot of hypocrisy, maybe virtue signaling, if you will. I'm not really sure. It's kind of just like more of a, I think maybe a hypocrisy for this one. And it just is like, people are just sick of the mean girls, sick of the vibe, sick of these fake people. And people are trying to, like, I guess, somewhat get their morals back and ethics back. Like, not everyone wants to have some petty high school drama. And there's the same, like, 10 big VTubers, and it kind of seems like you need someone else to kind of join in the reins. And it's just like, people are getting just sick of this stuff, sick of the fakeness, sick of the obvious lies, the backstabbing, the pettiness, just everything on every end too. Like, I mean, I love it for the entertainment's sake, yes. But like, just for me, dude, I don't like seeing this stuff. It's just not what Twitch really should be. Twitch is just a gossip cesspool, which is why I even made this channel. I could have did this like 15 years ago. I always said I'd probably get a lot of views if I made videos like this, and guess what? I mean, a lot of you guys have been. Thank you so much for watching. But like, yeah, it just sucks. Like, it just seems weird. So as you guys can kind of see, there's been a lot of call outs. There's actually one more last post over here from Emerald too. I probably should do this a little bit quicker. But earlier on, because this was kind of a big bounce back and forth. Let me see if I can try to find it. And this is where, in regards now to Deme mass blocking people. Gonna wind down. She's now engaging in baiting for a compliment, and she's now trending. Despite all that blocking, she is still getting negative replies because you can't block us all. Now, I'm one of those people, it's like, say la vie, I'll just, if I don't really want to watch her, I just won't watch her. And what if this drama's all done, I'll be like, whatever. I will remember this, but she's obsessed with her reputation, her looks, and her financial prowess. She has built her brand and reputation of being unapologetic in the worst way possible, clapping back at critics in a rather self-destructive manner. 2 large dramas that worked against her. The one related to streaming is easy drama, and one engaged in hardcore fan art drama. On the surface, the start of the drama is really mild. I do agree it's very mild. But then the clarifying or hedging her take after people responded highlighted the hypocrisy. She goes nuclear, turning a small disagreement over the accuracy of the language into multi-day massive drama that led to an exposure of her brand, to a lot of negative information that people brought on up. And they're basically just trying to say, like, hey, dude, just go and chill, because you're just going a little bit too much and feeding up that fire as well. She really can't seem to help herself. And then it's whenever, like, yeah, that's when the facade breaks too. Here lies her career, killed by her own tubers. With Deme. I'm almost convinced she coordinated that post with her community on Discord, because BOY did so many what is a psychophant? For all the award work, and glaze her out of that one too as well. I don't know. And it's really turned a bigger drama than the actual drama which Sinder turned out to be. On top of that too. I'm sure they're smart to see and understand why that Deme was in the wrong, that defending her while having the full content situation only made them look bad. Yeah, there was a lot of people, I think, who just didn't even want to chime on it. Like, I do think that Deme messed up. I think she quadrupled down too much. I do think Chibi has a weird past, yes, but in this situation, he was kind of, yeah, he was poking a little bit, but he did a little bit wrong. This girl did, like, a lot of bit wrong, and she had more to lose. I think I made the metaphor of, like, a bunch of homeless people fighting for filet-o-fish. This was quite literally them, like, outside. So, I don't know, give me your thoughts. It's probably the end of this drama. Like, people just are not happy with it still. I don't really care that much at the end of the day. I'm going to go and just enjoy the rest of my night, I guess, and go, I kind of want to watch the Amazing Digital Circus. We might do a reaction for that on the channel. So subscribe if you guys are new. The Twitch down below. Would love to have you guys on everywhere. And if not, no worries. Give me your thoughts. I think this drama's all done after this one, unless something stupid happens. We'll keep on going back to more drama just the next few days.